because they do everything they can. And I told her, I was like, I would love it if you signed an NDA, like a non-disclosure agreement.
I was thinking that.
So that if anything ever happened, you couldn't try to just like fucking like ruin my life, you know? And she sat down with me for like hours and was like, I will never do that. I will never turn on you. I will never ever like hurt you, blah, blah. And like, sorry, like, fuck me, right? Like, I just like, sorry, I trusted her. Like, and she's like, she's such a young girl. She's like she puts off a very like innocent vibe. So I didn't want to be like, no, I don't believe you. Like, sign this NDA. Like, and be like this fucking ridiculous hard ass. And here I am wishing I was, you know?
It seems like a vicious circle because it seems like she took the first blow when she publicly started tweeting you. That was like an instant boom, and then I
And
feel like
it
you on
started
the
with
defense
her.
came back.
Yeah, like the tweets started with her basically like saying she quit, which she didn't, and like that's when I was just like, okay, fuck you. And like days prior to that, she was on Twitter like talking about how she voted for Trump and like fighting with all of my fans and like all this stuff. So
Yeah,
it's like at this point, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like you're gonna be on Twitter talking about how much you voted for Trump and how much you love Trump, and like to me, that's just like ignorance. Like you're an idiot. And then it's
I
like,
have to ask you though, did you send the $30 payment or not?
yes, I
You
did
did.
send the $30 payment to her, and she knows that. That is why I'm so like fucking salty to her. It's like,
That's the one thing I was confused about because you've been adamant that you sent it, but she was adamant that she hadn't been sent
and
it.
that's why that's when it all started to me. That's like Alyssa's crazy, like in my brain, because it's like I paid you, and then you're requesting me every day, sending me Cash App requests every day for $30 that I paid you for, and like you
Yeah.
just keep going on and on. I think I have text with her boyfriend where I was like, I paid her, and he like, I don't know. Let me try to find it. I'm like, I swear to God, I have some receipts, everyone. Like,
Receipts, honey.
I don't have his number saved though. Fuck. Love being an idiot.
It seems messy. I can't believe how much is blown up. Like, I feel like it's just been like, she did one thing, and then you did the next thing, and she did the next thing, and it just blown up into a massive thing. Now it's like, I stand with Tana. I was like, holy shit, this has gone mental.
I did not want that, and I feel like the I stand with Tana thing is more towards like iDubbbz than like Alyssa.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. I can't believe, wow. I'm still shook. Like, I'm waiting until this passes before I even look into that. I cannot believe he flew across. Did he fly like across the whole of America to come to
I
your
don't know where he
tour
lives.
just
I
to
know
harass
nothing
you?
about him. I just know he doesn't live in San Francisco, so he traveled to my meet and greet like to do that.
This is going to be fun to investigate. I can't believe that. I mean, that's mental. So he dressed in disguise just to come to a concert
Like
to try and get
wore
you to
my
say the
merch.
N word.
Yeah, I don't get it. And like
I mean,
I know that you know about this. Like I don't want to sit here and be like, oh my God, the N word. I've never said that. I said it. I said the N word when I was young. Like I know I did, but I don't understand how people can't associate the difference in like me saying it as like a fucking little
this is
child.
the thing because I get asked to investigate this thing all the time with people saying the N word, okay, and it pisses me off like a little bit because when I did that video about you, I completely said I don't think that you had malicious intent in you when you were using the word. I think it was ignorance, and I also think it was stupidity to use the word, but at the same time, I don't think it was coming from a malicious place. And it's the same thing people have said to me with Pink Sparkles, that I did the Pink Sparkles scandal. They say she's a racist because when she was 14, she said the N word on camera. And I think to myself, I don't think she has malicious intent towards coloured people. As someone that's not white, like I feel like I can say that. Like it's not me saying like, oh, they're not racist, they're not racist. Do you know what I mean? So it's the same thing with Shane Dawson's blackface. I feel like he's apologised so many times, face to face, and he's been so sincere. But I think the social justice warriors will often they'll neglect the things that need attention, the things that should be attacked. Like iDubbbz saying this all the time, but they'll nitpick the small things at other people they don't like. It's just stupid. It's double standards on all of their parts.
I don't. Like
Where are these receipts?
of what? Oh, her boyfriend.
Of the, yeah.
Sorry, I got sidetracked. So let's see.
I'm looking at iDubbbz. I thought he was Asian. I didn't realize he was white.
Okay, so on Sunday, December 4th, he texted me. Oh wait, I'm gonna leak his phone number. Hold on. Okay. He texted me this fucking book. And he said, Fiona, this is Quentin, Alyssa's boyfriend. You probably won't read this, but this argument between you two is getting way out of hand. All she wants is her money, so you two can part ways. And you say you keep paying her, but it's not going through. and she showed me that it hasn't. I understand that she shouldn't have gone to Twitter to talk about it, and I told her not to do that shit anymore. But that doesn't give you the right to call her fake, a liar, or anything like that, because that isn't true. I'm the one who told her to quit and say that you were not working out. I'm not here to talk shit and start more problems. All I'm asking is for you to give her the money and move on with each other's lives. And so that day, December 4th, when he texted me, that was the day that I paid her. According to me, according to my brain, I paid her. I know I paid her. And then he never texted me again, which in my opinion, like, okay,
What did you
what?
what did you pay Rom?
What?
Was it
Cash
on
App.
the app?
But when I scroll down in Cash App, it's like a queue, and I'll show you this. Like, it
Okay.
only lets me go so far, and if you want to tell me how to find my fucking Cash App history, I will find it for you.
I have no.
I will show you. Like, if anybody wants to tell me, like, I used to only pay Alyssa on Cash App, which I guess isn't that smart. I should have been paying her maybe in like a more professional manner, whatever. But all my payments to her, like, it doesn't let me scroll down that far.
Okay.
So all I could ever show people is $216, which I paid her. If you'd like to see that.
Yeah, I think I saw those ones in hers. I mean, the thing with who fired who, I almost feel like it was mutual because I feel like you said you were pissed with it. You were pissed with her, like everything she was doing, and then she said, "Well, it isn't working." And so the fact it turned into a massive public Twitter thing, I don't know. What do you? I mean, the thing is, she mostly did housework. How come you didn't just hire someone to do that for like $10 an hour?
Because, I mean, first of all, she did do things for me that were, like, assistant-like. Like, I would ask her to go pick up things, like, from the store for me. Or how, like,
Yeah.
she would watch my dog. I didn't want to put my dog in one of those places where, like, you know, like, she sits in a cage all weekend or something. I wanted my dog to be able to roam in her house and have somebody walk her. I wanted somebody that would just be able to be entirely in tune with my life and the things that I couldn't do, you know? And it's, like, it also wasn't just cleaning. It was like, can you organize my things for me? I wanted somebody to be able to know how to like organize things the way that I like them. I wanted somebody to be on the same page with me in
Yeah.
and like it's not. I feel like she paints it out to be like every day she's just like scrubbing away at the floors in my house, and I'm like, work, peasant. Like that's not it at all. Like I would literally ask her like by cleaning, like, can you pick up all of the clothes on my floor and
Yeah.
organize them in piles in the laundry
This
room
this
in
gets
color?
me a little bit because I've heard a lot of people saying like, "Oh, you're making her do the cleaning. You're making her do the dishes. You're making her clean other people's dishes." To me, if she's on a paycheck, it doesn't matter whose dishes it is. Like, if she signed up to the job, then
And like
either do the job or leave. Like, I don't get what the whole drama's about. Cleaning
and it's like
dishes and cleaning.
my roommates and I would still constantly be cleaning. Like whenever I was in town, if I walked into a mess, I would clean it. But I'm very, very busy, so it's like I can clean as much as I can. My roommates can clean the messes that they create. But when I'm out of town, what am I going to let the mess just sit? Am I going to let my house get gross, or am I going to pay somebody money to do it? You know, those are kind of the options, and it's I don't. I wanted one person that was
Yeah,
in tune with my entire life versus just a
that makes
cleaning
sense.
company. Because it's like a cleaning company, like I don't know, like bad things can happen. Like you don't know the
I
people
agree.
well.
I agree.
Like I don't know, and I wasn't home. I wanted somebody that when I was out of town, I could trust in my house. Versus like okay, cleaning company of people that I've never met, and you're gonna send different people next week. Like you know, I wanted somebody that I could trust, and I don't know.
Can I
I
ask
don't.
why didn't you text her back when she was texting you saying she needed the payment?
I called her off of my mom's phone, and when she needed that payment, she was I would pay her like every other Friday or every Friday upon request, and she wanted a payment early because she was going to Disneyland. The whole time she was berating me for that payment, it was for an early payment, not a regular payment.
Okay, okay, that makes
You get what I'm
sense.
saying? So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's not like I was just not paying her on time. It's that she wasn't getting an early payment a few hours early. Like do you get what I'm saying? And then I
Okay.
responded.
Yeah, it was in advance. Yeah,
I don't I'm busy. Like I wasn't on my phone. I don't
yeah,
and I'm
that makes
not
sense.
whining at you. I'm whining at her right now.
No, I
But
understand. I'm the same. I get the same thing now, and I'm like, I'm not even anywhere near your size. Well, you don't reply to someone for a few days, and it's like hell breaks loose. So I understand completely.
and it's
I don't
like
know.
I always told her in the beginning, like, my house is your house. If you ever need anything, show up to my house. Call my roommates, call my mom because I suck dick at answering my phone. I'm the worst at answering my phone on this entire planet, you know?
What? How do you feel? Okay, hang on one second. This is okay. This is the little thing I have together.
Of course.
I don't know if I can play it. Okay, so you said the first thing was you said you were going to take anyone on as an assistant. Sorry, I've got like
Well,
reverb.
I tweeted
And
I would
then
like somebody as my
the
assistant,
tweet. Yeah.
and then
And then
like I wasn't just responding to like at replies of like random people. I was like
yeah,
checking my DMs for people that I already followed, like people I knew,
yeah,
and I knew
yeah.
her because like in like middle school we both I guess did cheer or something like that, and then like in high school
Okay.
I sold her a homecoming dress. Like I went to like her 5th grade birthday party. Like I knew of her. Do you get what I'm saying? And I didn't want somebody that was
Right.
already like my close friend because that's weird. Like it was perfect. We were acquaintances. I knew
Yeah.
she wasn't like some like I don't know. I thought she wasn't like a crazy person.
Well, the
Uh,
thing, when she made this video, I can understand why that pissed you off because this is your platform that you survive on. So for her to be on there saying this kind of stuff, but at the same time, I know that in her video she was quite chilled and she was very like respectful mostly. But I know that when you did
that's because
your
she's
live
not
stream,
respectful in general. In life, she's not a respectful person. She's rude as fuck, and she's trying to play this like innocent ass act in her video, and it sucks. It sucks so bad because like I did nothing but try to be so fucking nice to her, and like
but when you did this, when you did your response video, I think you said like, "I'm sorry for taking up this live stream about my dumbass assistant."
yeah, oh yeah. At that point, I was mad. At that
That
point,
was
I
my point.
totally was fine. Like calling her a dumbass. I think she's a dumbass. Like 100%. And I can tell you for a million reasons why I think she's a dumbass. When I say I was nice to her, I'm saying the entire time she ever worked for me, I was nothing but like so fucking kind to her and did everything
Yeah.
I could to try to make her happy. And like, I hate to call myself like a boss, but I was the most lenient boss there'll ever be, ever. To her, giving her
Yeah.
chance after chance after chance.
Well, this is one thing I have to ask. When you said that when you first took her on, she said um, that she'll be free all the time and she had no other responsibilities.
And she told me that she didn't like cleaning in life, but loved cleaning for me because I was paying her. So,
Well, this is what gets me is the whole thing with the car not being free to pick up the car keys because she had to go and pick up a little brother. Because when she did a video, she was quite sympathetic towards herself, empathetic. She was like, you know, I had to go pick up the keys, but I had to go pick up my brother, so I had to leave. I could only stay till 1:30, and he didn't come out. I didn't want to go to the house. But I was thinking, like, I understand that situation, but in the context of you employing her, because she says she's always going to be available,
and
but then
like
she wasn't
Bella
available.
asked her, like, "Are you free to go get this key?" You know, like if you have to pick up your little like where she was going to get the key from is a far part of Vegas. Like it's literally like a 30-minute drive from pretty much anything. So like if you know how far it is and you know that you have to wait and you have to pick up your little brothers in an hour, why even tell Isabella you could do it just so that you could leave and I could pay you for it even though you didn't do it? Like
How busy was she outside of your job? Like, if you said I need you for something, was she
had no
free?
job, wasn't in school, and when she first started working for me, and I was a lot more like lenient of her and was giving her so much stuff and a lot more bonuses and all that kind of stuff. Free 24/7, free at 2 a.m., free at fucking 10 a.m., free every single day, all day. Would literally come to my house for just days and days on end, bringing her boyfriend, bringing her friends, leaving beer in
Yeah,
my fridge, eating all my food free 24/7, free. And then when it like she started getting really lazy, started getting really half-assed. She started being really rude to all my roommates, and it was evident that there was like awkward tension. All of a sudden, her entire life was devoted to like picking up her little brothers from school and going to their baseball practices and sitting through their whole baseball practices every single day. When like, why do you have to sit through their baseball practice? Your parents are going to be there. Their parents are going to be there. You
you
have to.
know, she said she showed the text messages and she said that you said that your door was unlocked. When she said could she go over, a lot of people have said like because obviously your stalker story and the
I
security, they're concerned that your door's been unlocked.
So I hate to really like disclose all the details of where I used to live, but I guess I don't live there, so it doesn't really matter. The way it works where I used to live, it's a really like high security place, and
Yeah,
the security slowly started to diminish, which is why I moved. But in the beginning, during that time when she was working for me, it was so high security. So basically, you would roll up to a gate, and there would be a box sitting there and a guard, like a person. And so on the box, you would have to scroll down to my name and press call, and then I would get a phone call on my phone, and I would have to buzz in a thing, ask who the person is, they say their name to me through the phone, then I buzz it in. Then you roll up to the guard gate, have to tell or the guard person, tell them who you are, like show your ID, why you're here, all this kind of stuff. You get let in the gate. There's all these separate buildings, but the guard only lets you into a certain building, which is like the one of where you're going. So then
okay, yeah.
You roll into the certain building of where you're going. Once you get there, there's another guard and another call box with a door, and the door is locked. And then at the door, you have to call me on the call box again, state why you're here. I buzz you in, and I only buzz you in for a certain amount of time. And if you don't make that certain amount of time, the 24/7 security comes and finds you and asks why you haven't left. Okay? So then, once you get in the little security thing, there's a guard. Like, once the door opens and lets you into the door, like the room, there's a guard sitting there that, like, looks at you. There's cameras everywhere. I want you to understand how many cameras there are. It's not even a thing. Then you get in the elevator, and you're only permitted to the floor that I live on. Then you get to the floor that I live on, and it looks like a hotel. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
There is the door that I would leave unlocked.
So it was pretty safe. That makes sense to me. That just makes sense.
And
how many steps was that?
I don't know. I think, let's see. Technically 2. I mean, like, really technically 2, because you have to go to 2 call boxes with 2 guards. And, like, once you get the hang of it, it's not as complicated as that really seems. And residents living there have, like, a card that just buzzes you into everything. So, like, it's obviously was convenient, like, for me, you know?
Of course, yeah.
But, like, a lot of times when I would leave the door unlocked, I would be on my way home. Do you understand how that's fine to me? Like, she's getting there. I'm on my way home. She still has to go through those 90 fucking steps.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah, because the way that it came across, she didn't give an explanation, but it sounds like it was
like a house with a door unlocked. Like, I understand how she makes it seem. If you don't believe me on all of those steps, I still pay the rent on the lease there. I'll go show you all those steps.
You still pay, really?
Yeah, because they won't let me out of the lease. It's complicated. I don't even know. I'm trying to get out of it still. I'm working on it, but that's the least of my worries right now. That's like the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I think, you know what? Let me quickly check.
And so,
that's like nearly
right now, people are saying, like, I lied to make her look bad, but she's sitting here making it seem like it was just a door that I left unlocked and leaving out all the fucking steps.
It was just that she didn't give an explanation. She showed the message, but she didn't explain how high security it was, so it just looked really bad.
I feel like she did that with a lot of things, and it sucks because I really, really tried to be a good boss. I really tried. Like, I was so nice to her. She was so rude to all my friends. She would come over and be so fucking rude. And, like, I was so nice to her. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know.
Can I ask you two separate questions?
Yes.
There was, you know, with your merchandise that you did with that company, has everyone received it? Because I kept getting DMs from people saying they hadn't received it yet.
So, that is so out of my hands. Like it's not, I don't make it, I don't produce it. All I do is
of course. Yeah.
We work on the lowest price, and then they guarantee the best service. And it's like lately, they have been not shipping things very well. I get emails about it every day. And I've been trying to keep this really private, but I mean, like, bottom line is the second my contract with them is up, I'm done. Like, I want people to get their shit faster. I mean, the merch is amazing. I think it's really high quality. I think it's awesome. But, like, if someone orders something on Black Friday and they're getting it in January, you're doing something wrong.
That's what I'm hearing as well. That's the same thing. People are just like, well, it's been like 2 months.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's not that they're not going to get it, but I mean, like literally, how dumb are you? Like, to not just, I don't know. And, like, talking to them is like talking to a brick wall. They're like, I could have swore I shipped that. I'll ship that now. Like,
what happened with the app? There was an app where you were selling old clothes, and a lot of people said that they hadn't received their purchases.
I mailed all of those. I don't know what people's bullshit is with that. That's really, really old news. So like super. That's
super old. I agree completely. Yeah,
I mailed them their stuff. People are petty. I don't know. I don't have like posted receipts. That was like a year ago. But like, I don't understand
what do you think you're gonna do?
What?
What are you gonna do now about the assistant? What's your plan to move forwards?
She, all the time when I would talk to her, was very, I want to blow up on YouTube. How do I blow up like you? Like, how do I blow up? How do I blow up? Like, I can try to find text.
That's weird because you say that, but then on her video she was saying she started YouTube for her confidence because she was introverted and she wanted to like come out of a shell.
No, I have texts from her if I can find them, of her being like, well, I'm not gaining subscribers fast enough. Like, how do I do it faster? Like, let me.
Oh.
And so I know that she's doing this to blow up on YouTube because I know her. Like, I know her as a person. I know she would film in my house all the time and use all my high quality shit because she wanted to, like, blow up on YouTube. Even though I was paying her, you know. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna find this.
It's just interesting because she painted a very sturdy picture of herself with that video. Because when it first started, I thought she came across a little bit stuck up, but as it went on, she looked more genuine. She looked like she had a lot of anxiety about all the mojos.
Her voice in that video even drives me insane because that's not how she talks at all. That's not how she, like, the way she, like enunciates her words and stuff is very, like, it's so stuck up. Like, so many people that would be around me would literally just hate her because of the way it's like, hi, how are you? I'm good. That's how she, like, speaks to everyone. And then she's in her video like, hi. Like, I've never even fucking heard her talk like that in my entire life. Like, you are ridiculous. Like, you're ridiculous. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find the text message. It's loading. I'm, like, deep in our text messages trying to find the text message.
I know the struggle. I have 2 phones now just so I can separate texts.
Honestly, I want to do that, but I don't want people to think I'm, like, this stuck up fucking YouTuber that, like, people keep commenting like, Tana shows no proof, assistant shows all proof, case closed. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, do you have any advice?
Okay. I think your best bet is to tackle the accusations made against you, the main ones, with evidence. So I would go through your bank statement. I would find the $30 that you sent, and I would show that for starters, because that's the main thing. What else was there? What other things did you raise? What did you say? Okay, the thing with the car, I would just clarify it, but I would just keep really cool and level-headed about it. Because it looks like the way that she comes across, she's saying that she's being harassed and that's why she's making a video. So the main thing that I would do is put your truth across with all the evidence you can possibly show, hard evidence, and equally just diffuse the situation, because I personally just see this getting bigger and bigger otherwise. Because it seems like every video that you do, she goes more crazy. Every more crazy she goes, you go more crazy, and it's just like...
Yeah. I just wish people would go back and watch that original Younow of me really breaking it down, where, like, how she ruined all of my clothes. Like, that $30 is 4 hours where she ruined my washer, ruined all my clothes. And, like...
Well, this is the thing I understand. I feel like this is one of the things where I think it becomes trickier, because it's like, by going online and saying that, it's the complete truth and it's an explanation, but then she is going to receive a backlash because of that. But at the same time, it's your truth. So if you've had thousands of dollars worth of clothes messed up and no one's paid for it, then why can't you at least talk about it? So I understand, like...
And, like, I still paid her the hours for that, you know? And, like, I had to replace all of those things. I had to get my washer fixed. I have to get my cabinet fixed that mildewed before I can, like, end my lease. Like, I don't understand.
And it seems like ignorance, because I saw the text messages you just said, throw the load in, throw the washing in.
Yeah.
But she said there was so much you had to do more than one load. So the thing that got me is, surely if there's so much washing to do, you would just separate them. You would separate the wives.
Like, she'd done my laundry a million times and separated my clothes before. Like, that's where I'm like, towards the end of her working for me, she got very lazy. She used to do things more thoroughly because she liked me more, I guess. And then she started, like, doing things so half-ass. Like, I know you know how to separate clothes. You've done it before. And, like, I don't have proof of things like that because, like, I don't have security cameras, like, showing that, you know?
Yeah, it was the same. She said with the mildew, she was like, well, I wish I had receipts, but... I mean, it was a pet peeve. I have nothing against that. I've just looked at what happened. But she said that when she dried the dishes, she used to put them on top of, like, cloths on the kitchen counter.
No.
Why didn't she put... I don't understand why people didn't use a drying rack. Because you just put it on the rack, and then you put it away, and it's dry. I'm just confused as to how the whole thing...
In the cabinet, sopping wet, you know? Like, I don't understand. Or, like, she would tell me, like, I Swiffered the floors, and then just, like, would only Swiffer, like, the entry, like, the entryway, and then leave the whole house, like, the floor's gross as fuck. And then be like, well, I tried my best. And then I would have to pay her because I, like, felt bad. Like, I don't know.
It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see what's going to happen because she seems. I don't know. I mean, she deleted the video. That's what gets me. Like, if she just wanted the growth and the massive blow up, then she would have left it up. But then I think she's now re-uploaded it because someone else had uploaded it. So I'm confused. I can't really tell if it's for subscribers, if it's just to put the truth out there. It's difficult, isn't it?
So she texted me, I have a question, sad face. And then I said, yes, what's wrong? And she said, when you started your channel, how did you like get it to take off like views and subscribers? I feel like I'm failing. And then I was like, you're not failing at all. I was really lucky to be like the fastest growing female YouTuber this year. I'm so lucky. Honestly, I don't even know why. I guess my stalker story blew up, kind of. I don't know. I'm so blessed. Keep at it. Don't give up, princess. And she goes, oh, OMG, that's so cool. You're like the fastest growing YouTuber. Goals. Oh, okay, I love you. And I said, it's crazy. I don't even understand it, to be honest. Seriously, though, Liz, don't give up. And she goes, okay, I won't. Thank you. And she would always have conversations with me of like, can we collab? Can you film with me? Can we like, I want to be a big YouTuber. I want to grow. And it's like, I know she's just doing this to grow, and it sucks that she's doing it like for the wrong reasons. Like I told her,
Well, can I ask you? This is one thing that came up again. This is separate, but there was someone that you had on your trash channel called Aaron, wasn't there? Who had to leave.
I don't
This is a
know if
touchy
he's
subject.
like left yet. I haven't talked to him. I don't.
But I know that when you went on your live stream, you said that it was because he was social climbing and you'd been aware of that. But a lot of people have asked me, they've said, what's the difference between him and everyone else on Trash that's also there to increase their circulation and their
Oh my
growth? What
goodness.
made
Oh
him
my goodness.
different?
I hate to like bash, and I'm not trying to bash. I don't think anyone else on Trash went into it for social climbing intentions. You know, they went into it because they were either fans of me or followers of me, and they wanted to be a part of the same thing I did. You know, a channel where smaller
Okay.
YouTubers could have a platform. And it's not like Aaron. I'm saying like he social climbed me. Like it's like he was texting. I hate to like name drop, but I mean like was always trying to like flirt with and get at like a million like big famous like influencers. You know what I mean? All
Uh,
being like, and after a while, it was like, okay, well, you don't just have a crush on like Trevor Moran, Lauren Beach, like all these people like all at once. Like you're trying to do something, you know? Like you don't actually want to be best friends with Simply Nessa and her friend group because you're talking a bunch of shit about them. Like maybe you were just using the, I don't know. That's
that makes sense now. That's the separation. That's the separation. It's between someone that's on the platform growing organically and
yeah,
someone
because
that's set
they're
out with
awesome.
the intention.
And like I don't know, it never really seemed like genuine, and I feel like this is coming across as talking shit, and it sucks because I don't want it to be like that.
No,
I
you were very sincere in your video. You sounded very upset. I watched it
like I
yesterday,
love
the
him
live
to
stream.
death. Like I really really loved him, and I never wanted, and I gave him a million chances. Everybody was coming to me saying like, you know, Aaron's a social climber, Aaron's this, Aaron's that, and I was saying, well, he's nice to me. I don't know that, and I don't ever want to hate somebody because everybody else is telling me to hate them. I would rather, you know, like get my own genuine like feel for them as a
Yeah,
person.
of course, absolutely. People always chat shit as well. There's so many hidden intentions with people on YouTube, so I imagine it must be tricky. I mean, you live with YouTubers, don't you? Do you?
No, I live with my best friend Isabella and my two best friends Maya and Ashley. Bella has started YouTubing like after I did just because she like wanted to, but I could never live in Los Angeles with like all those YouTubers and
Oh
stuff.
my god.
I go
No, I
out
see all that stuff and I think, oh my god.
I go out there for like 5 days and there's just like crazy like drama everywhere. Like everyone has beef with someone and it
Yeah, I saw when I did the Simply Nessa drama, it was so messy. It was just everyone was just sleeping with everyone, was angry with everyone, was oh my god. So yeah, I would hate that. Absolutely mental.
yeah, just yeah.
There's,
It's a lot. I
I
couldn't.
think I'm lucky though because I'm more in the beauty community, so it's like we have a lot more scandals, but people don't tend to physically fight as much. Whereas your community, people just seem to be like all the time.
Yeah, like go exactly, and I don't know. I don't want to be like that. I don't even want to have beef with anybody. I just want to make fucking content that I like. I'm
Yeah,
honestly right now it's like so many different drama things are like popping off, and I don't.
yeah. Well, this is what I'm struggling with. Like, I don't even go out that much because it's so cold in England right now. I'm going away for the weekend, and my friend was speaking to me saying, "When are you going to cover this with Tana? When are you going to cover that with Tana?" And I was thinking like, I'm going to have to devote all of next week to just like just understanding what's happening because it's like I'm getting absolutely spammed with questions and like, oh, please cover this, please cover that. We don't know who to believe. Like, from what I gather so far, I think there's been shots fired from both sides and there's been inappropriate things. But I do think that definitely people have painted out a much worse picture for you in the situation than it actually is. Like, I don't think you've done anything evil or malicious. And people are saying like, oh, you know, I'm mad with Tana for this, I'm mad with Tana for that. I haven't fully understood why. Like, people were mad that you said you paid her a lot of money, but it was then everyone's like, hey, it's only $10, it's only $10. But the thing is, I understand that you were saying she doesn't do a lot of the time, so
Well,
it
I
makes
mean,
sense to say $10 for
when I
nothing.
said I paid her a lot, I'm also referring to the constant like bonuses that I would give her for no reason. Like Alyssa was very good at just being like, "Oh yeah, like I really wanted to like go get like a waxing appointment this week and I just like didn't have enough money." And I would be like, "Okay, like I like sympathetically next check would give her a bonus." Or like I have so much stuff. It is ridiculous just because like I'm a hoarder. Like so whenever somebody's like, "Oh, I love this shirt." I'm like, "Take it. Take the shirt." Like I take the fucking shirt. I would constantly give her so many nice things.
Well, how long was she your assistant for?
Probably like a few months. Like I don't
Well, this
know.
is what gets me because she said, what you said in your live stream, you know, I used to give her so much expensive stuff, and then she in her video listed all the stuff that she was given, and she was like, it was only 5 things. But I was thinking, well, she's been an assistant for a few months. Getting given 5 expensive things is quite
And
a
it
lot, like a
wasn't
$50
five.
phone case, and
Like and it wasn't five. Like I gave her two Michael Kors bags, a gray studded one, and like a pink little backpack. Those are not like those
along with
are
like
expensive.
lending clothes as well
And
and
a
makeup.
green Michael Kors wallet. And constant Brandy Melville clothing items all the time. Those are expensive. And it's I wasn't even lending them. Like she would just be like, "Can I wear this?" And I would never get it back all the time. But I would keep letting her wear my shit all the time. Like I don't understand.
That came off
Kylie lip
ungrateful.
kits. Kylie lip kits are like $30 fucking. Kylie lip
Yeah.
kits are $30. She probably took four. That's $120 that you got to take home one day where you sat on your ass. Plus the hourly wage I would pay you for doing nothing. Like I don't get it.
That it sounds mental. It sounds absolutely mental. I can't believe that.
I
My God.
really don't understand. And her friends, she would always bring her friends over and be like, "They'll help me work," and then they would just like sit in my room and like gossip, and then I would pay her. Like, like one time, I was setting up. Where is it? I wish I could show you. It's in my house somewhere. It's like this little filing cabinet looking thing with like mesh drawers that you put in like a mud room or an entryway for like shoes and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know how to build this. Can you come over and build it? It's like IKEA instructions, like not even IKEA, Target. Very step by step. I'm just an idiot. I'll do it wrong. I also need to do other things today. Can you come over and do it? And then while you're over here, like, do you think you could do like 2 loads of laundry, like wipe down the counter and watch my dog, like while I'm doing
Yeah.
it? You know what I mean? So she brought her boyfriend and two of her friends over. They brought beer. They're drinking beer. Never even like I don't know. Anyways,
It's not professional. It isn't professional.
yeah.
But
But I
you
don't
said
know
this
how to
as
be
well.
like
You said that she even explained in her video. She said that you said, "Can you do laundry? Do you fancy doing some laundry today?" She was like, "Yeah, absolutely." She came over and she did 1 load and then left it in the wet room. And then a few days later, you were like, "Why isn't it finished?" And she was like, "I was busy. I had to leave." But the thing that got me is like, if that's what she's employed to do, like if that's her full time
and then
job,
like after since she like would leave it in the washer wet, like somebody else would
so it
have to
goes
end up
smelly.
washing it. We'd have to rewash it.
Yeah,
So I paid you for clothes that I have to rewash when you told me you were free all the time and could finish that load of laundry. But anyways,
that's yeah,
she came over with her friends. They were drinking beer. And so basically her boyfriend was there. So he ended up building the thing that I asked her to build. And then it took them way longer. Like they were just talking, drinking beer. Like, anyways, like 4 or 5 hours passed. Probably like 4.5 hours. That's all they got done. They built that thing. They didn't do the laundry. She didn't wipe down the counters. And she pulled the like, "Oh, my mom is calling me. Like, I need to go home. Like, it's late at night. Blah, blah, blah. I need to go home. I have to leave. I'm sorry. I'll come back tomorrow and finish all the stuff I didn't do." Never came back. Never finished those things. I had to do the laundry. I wiped down the counters, whatever. It's fine. But I paid her those 4 hours. When building that thing, if you were sober and alone, or sober and with your boyfriend, it would have probably taken 30 minutes. Like, all she had to do was screw, like, 4 metal panels together and then just insert the drawers. It doesn't even require screwing. And then put, like, a wood thing on top of it. Like, it's tiny. It
yeah.
took 4.5 hours. You didn't do anything else. And then I still paid you. Like, and things like
What
that.
happened?
all
What
the
happened with the 45-minute washing machine thing? Because in your live stream you said that she would do a 45-minute wash, but then she would pay for 3 hours. In her video, she said that she would have to do the first wash and then dry it, and then the second wash and dry it, and that's why it took 3 hours.
Well, if you put one thing in the washer, it takes 30 minutes. You take it out and put it in the dryer, and then you put a new load in the washer. That takes like 45 minutes to an hour maximum. And a lot of times I would end up taking my clothes out of the dryer and hanging them myself. So all I was paying her to do was put clothes in the washer, let them wash, put them in the dryer, put the new clothes in the washer, and then leave.
Okay, that makes sense now. So now that that's clarified, that makes sense. So it's like a 30-minute wash and then put them in the dryer, then the next wash. Okay, that makes sense.
And then she would
Yeah.
leave. And then I would like either finish it or she would say she was coming back later and then just never come back and I would still like pay her, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, she was washing everything half-assed, shrinking sweaters, letting colors mix together. Like
The thing that gets me, the thing that I can see is every flaw in your like statement where you haven't clarified something, that's almost where she's able to go into, and then you obviously don't have a chance to voice your opinion. Like the thing with the 45-minute watch, people are saying like, oh, the 40, and the thing with the paycheck, everyone's like, it's obviously takes 3 hours, £10 $10 an hour isn't enough. But then for you to sit and say, well, I was giving her $10 an hour to not do a lot, and she wasn't doing a 3 hour wash, she was doing like one wash, put it into the next. Like, I think it's just that clarification that people are missing.
I agree. And it's I don't even know. It's like my new assistant. Like if she comes over to do laundry while the laundry's in the washer dryer, she'll like do something else, you know? Even if
She won't just sit there.
and like Alyssa just would sit and do nothing. So like and like sit on her phone. Like I don't understand how like that like $10 an hour isn't like enough plus all the free shit she would constantly leave with.
Yeah.
Like Miss Me jeans and Rock Revival jeans, I think like I don't wear those anymore. I used to wear them. She left with like a pair of those. Miss Me jeans are $200. Like I don't
Would you ever employ a friend again?
I technically am right now. Like
But
my
is it working for you? Is it all right?
yeah, but I don't know. She's a very different person. Like entirely a different person. I know that it would never be the same situation again. It's also more professional. It's a more like I explained to her everything that happened with my last assistant and what I don't ever want to happen again. I also pay her $20 an hour now. I don't pay her $10 an hour. So like
That's good.
I feel like she's getting definitely like the money.
Yeah, enough money.
She
Did you make her
works out.
sign an NDA?
I don't know. I think so. I think I'm also a lot more careful with what I tell her and say around her.
Yeah.
I think I definitely learned a lesson. I don't know. She's also just like I know her better as a person. Like her
That's
more.
good. I have the same thing with cosmetics. I always have people, when I do my formulations for makeup, people always say, we want to be involved, we want to help, we want to do this, we want to do that. But then it always comes back and it just shits on your doorstep every single time. Like,
I
I understand.
I agree.
Well, thank you for letting me ask you all these questions.
Oh, you're fine. I am excited to hear your opinion and your standpoint on the IDEB situation, though, more than the assistant situation. To be honest, the assistant situation is
Yeah,
like
I'm going to need some receipts on that because this is. Do you have any photos from the event you can send me of him there? Because this is weird. I'm really, really freaked out by what's happened with that.
there's the video that's on Twitter. I didn't ever take pictures of him there. No.
Okay, good. What are you going to do a video talking about what actually happened, like what he physically did?
I talked about it before I knew it was iDubbbz.
And
I
then
made
you
a
found.
video talking about it where I thought it was just a fan because before people came out and were like, "Oh, that was iDubbbz," I didn't know it was iDubbbz.
God.
I just.
I think that says a lot for YouTube with like 3 million or 5 million subscribers to come to an event and no one to know who he is.
Because the only time I ever the only time I heard of him was somebody showed me his video, flashed the video really quick, and they set their phone down. So I was just listening to like the audio, and then they kept playing more videos for me. But I was getting ready, so like I wasn't watching it; I was just listening, and I kept hearing him say the N-word, and so I tweeted him and was like. You're saying the N-word all the time. You have 3 million subscribers. You're white. How do people do that? And I said, kill yourself. And I shouldn't have said kill yourself. I should not have told him to kill himself. I was so fucking wrong for that, and I regret it because now it's biting me in the ass. But I'm also I'm going to pasta because I'm hungry, but I'm also very, very passionate about people saying shit like that. And, like, you're 25, you say it in your videos all the time, you know it's wrong.
Yeah.
So, like, that was just, like, my thought, you know, that was what I thought to say, and it was dumb and stupid, and I deleted it. And so, oh my god, my house is a mess. My friends, like, had people over last night. It's so gross. So basically, that was my thought. That's what my brain said to say to him. I didn't think anything of it. I deleted the tweet, and he never responded. He never followed me back. He never tweeted me back. I thought, like, he had no idea that I existed, and it was just that. You get what I'm saying?
That's so weird. That's so weird. So
I entirely forgot about him.
And then he snuck up to the event.
I still have no idea, like, what his face looked like or anything like that. And then fast forward months later, I'm having a meet and greet, and this guy shows up in Tana Mongeau merch, looking like a normal, like the way my fans look, you know? I don't know.
That's weird. That's and so weird.
Say the N-word, like, and
so I
freak out. Like, I freak out. Like, I don't understand. And I guess to him it was like a joke in the sense of, like, you called me out for saying it, and now I'm going to make one of my content cop videos about you. So I'm going to put this in it, I guess. I don't know why he traveled to do that. And, like, I don't understand how people can say that they don't understand why I wasn't scared.
Like, so was he just stood there saying, like, say the N-word? Is that what he was doing?
Yeah, there's a video. There's a video of it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
Okay. Hold on. It's going to take a second.
I'm so glad that I'm away in England, away from all of this, because these people seem crazy. It's like serious investment.
My Twitter is, like, frozen because of all the hate I'm getting from his fans.
What does he doesn't have more fans than you, though.
But he has those, like, I mean, yeah, he does. But he has, like, those rabid, crazy fans that all think saying the N-word is okay. So they think I'm an over-dramatic girl.
I love your Mojo followers, because when I did my first video, I think a lot of them found me on Twitter, and they all have you as the DP, and they're all really funny, so you've got a nice little fan base, non-racist fan base.
I mean, I know that sometimes my fans can be, like, crazy in a way. People like you definitely have, like, fans that are very down for you, which I'm so appreciative of. But, like, one thing I'm thankful is that I don't have fans that are racist, prejudiced, anything like they are.
Oh god, yeah, no, I'm the same. I'm the exact same. I hate that stuff, especially when it's like malicious attacks. Like I always say, I've kicked people out before, and they've made entire videos. Like I've said, you can't be part of the family because I'm not putting up with this bullshit. Like
that's how I feel. And then after, like, yeah, I tried to, like, walk away. He wouldn't go. It was weird. It was uncomfortable. And then so I walk out. I'm freaking out. I still think this is just, like, a fan. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know. I
thought the N-word.
Yeah, like hard R. Like, what is wrong with you? And so I, like, walk away. I walk out. I'm so shaken. I'm shaking. I'm, like, tears are rolling down my face. I don't know what the fuck. Like, like, I don't understand the intention. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you have this firm-ass grasp on my arm. You're holding me as tight as you can.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Asking me to, like, say it. Like, for all I know, that could be, like, a crazy racist person that wants to shoot somebody, like, who wants to shoot a person of color there, you know? Like, I don't know what their intentions are.
Yeah, that's so weird. That's really weird.
And so then, my, like, tour managers, like, kick him out, and, like, they're filming him, and he's like, I'm getting kicked out of Tana Mongeau's tour, blah, blah, blah. Like, and to me, I think this is just somebody who's mad. Like, I didn't know it was, so then I'm like, okay, like, he's mad. Like, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna try to fight my tour manager? Or and he leaves. And so I finish the show. I start my show off talking about, like, racism and how I'm against it and, like, all this kind of stuff, because it, like I was literally sitting backstage in my green room, just, like, rocking back and forth, like, so really fucked up from, like, this moment, because he was the last person, like, of my meet and greet, you know?
That's so weird.
And so then I finish the San Francisco show, I go to Portland, I do another show in Portland, and then I get home. And so I get home, and I'm like, this is all I've thought about, all I've talked about all weekend. Like, please keep that in mind. Like, I it's all I can think about. Like what was his intentions? Why did he want to do? Because at this point, I didn't know it was iDubbbz. I didn't know his intentions. And so I get home and I'm like taking off my makeup, like getting ready for bed, and I just like can't stop thinking about it. Like my heart is like hurting. Like I'm really just like sad. I'm like, dude, I have so many fucking African American fans, people of color that are my fans, people that would be so disappointed in me if they knew that happened to me and I didn't speak out about it. And so I made a video about it. I just sat down in front of the camera and I let it all just like roll off my tongue, like whatever I was thinking on my brain, you know, that like white privilege is a fucking thing. Like that in itself is white privilege. The fact that he was able to show up to my show and say that and just like get away with it, and people are defending him. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna check something with iDubbbz.